is the mention of Elijah. Malachi, 4th chapter, from the 4th, 5th, and 6th verses. 4th chapter, from the 4th verse to the 6th verse. Listen, Elijah and Jesus is one and the same. Elijah, Jesus, and the Muhammad of the Quran are one and the same. You got a Jesus 2,000 years ago, a sign. A Muhammad 1,400 years ago, a sign of Muhammad the Messiah, Muhammad the Mahdi, that would come at the end of the world of this old vision and old idea. Muhammad the praised one, Jesus the praised one, Elijah, meaning God, my God. Man, brothers and sisters. Now, the book Malachi means my messenger. When should we expect him? In the 4th chapter. The 4 means 4,000 years from his prototype. Who is the prototype of the messenger? Moses. Moses came in a land of bondage, not to integrate the children of Israel, but to bring them out. Remember the words, after 400 years, I will come and judge that nation, and afterwards you shall come out with great substance and go to your fathers in peace. So Moses is the prototype. Both the Bible and Quran tell you that the last man would be a man like Moses. He would have to be a man in a strange land among a strange people. He would have to be a man coming up out of bondage. Jesus was not a man in bondage, not the one 2,000 years ago. Talk to me.
Whoa, okay. We got to stop it right there. Hey, first and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. Shalawam to the hopeful elect. All right, first, Yahawashi came as a slave. All right, scripture clearly says that. Okay? And we ain't even got to get that, man. This is the point I wanted to prove is, first of all, let's go to Malachi 3rd chapter. And we'll touch that later on. But let's go to Malachi the 3rd chapter, because he keeps saying the 4th. I'm like, hey, let's go to 3rd chapter, 1st verse. Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me, and Yahawah, whom ye seek, shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, saith Yahawah of hosts. All right. And Salakia, let me read this one more time. Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me, and the master, all right, the Lord, whom ye seek, shall suddenly come to his temple. Even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in, behold, he shall come, saith Yahawah of hosts. That's why it's important when it's capital, right? So this is talking about Yahawashi, whom ye seek, shall suddenly come to his temple. Yahawashi and John the Baptist linked up, man. Okay, they were cousins, and they were cool. They were in, brotherhood. They were cool with one another. Okay, yeah. And John the Baptist, being Elijah, or in the scriptures, Elias, right, came to prepare the way. Now we can go to the 4th chapter and break this false prophet down, man. Malachi, the 4th chapter, and he want to say 4, 5, and 6. Let's read them all. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb, for all Yasharahla with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahawah. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. Most definitely. All right? And let's go to Matthew 11 chapter. Okay? Because yes, this definitely did happen, man. All right, let's start at the 11th verse. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women that have not risen a greater than John the Baptist, notwithstanding that he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. Okay? So, as Yahawashi said, we shall do greater things. You brothers being raised up right now, us brothers Yahawah, we be of that number, being raised up right now shall be greater. Alright? Understanding that. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force, which is predominantly these Edomites. Alright? For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if you will receive it, this is Elias, which was to come. So you take it back to Malachi, the 3rd chapter, verse 1. Take it back to Malachi, the 4th chapter, verse 5, verse 6. This is who was prophesied to come. John the Baptist, to prepare the way for Yahawashi. Alright? Verse 15. He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows, and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We singing this song, but are you listening? We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he hath a devil. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, behold, my man gluttonous, a wine babbler, a friend of publicans and sinners. But wisdom is justified of her children. Know him by his fruits. Understand that. All right, going over to verse 17 and coming down. And 17 and Salakia. 17 and 10. All right. And his disciples asked him, saying, why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall come, Elias truly shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elias is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Then the disciples understood that he spoke unto them of John the Baptist, who was prophesied to come. Now Yahawashi understood this. John didn't understand it himself, because all old things are forgotten. Alright? So, but Yahawashi understood this because he was, he's the king, man. He had that understanding. He could see it spiritually, right? Now, this man said that Yahawashi didn't come as a slave, right? Let's go down. Let's go to Isaiah, the 53rd chapter. And let's just start at the top. Who hath believed our report, and to whom is the arm of Yahawah revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we shall desire him. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows, and acquainted with grief. And we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, of Yahawah, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. And all we like sheep have gone astray, we have turned every one to his own way. And Yahawah hath laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed, he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before his shears is dumb. So he opened not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. And he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence. Neither was any deceitful thing in his mouth. Neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased Yahawah to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahawah shall prosper in his hand. He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied by his knowledge. Shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, but because he hath poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. Our lawyer, man, our king, standing in the gap for us. Right? And during his time when he did come, right? You can biblically you can look at the time, say 4 BC, to 33 BC, 30 BC, right? Around that time frame and beyond, because Yahawashi did come back down and walked amongst the brothers, right? Under that time, who was we under? What captivity? The Romans. We were slaves. That's the mind state of Israel right now. They don't feel like they in slavery. This guy, right? You saying that Yahawashi didn't come as a slave, right? False ass prophet, man. You saying he didn't come as a slave. So the Romans wasn't ruling over us? We didn't have all our land took from us? We wasn't paying taxes to Caesar? Right? Come on, man. You got to make some sense when you're talking about these type of things. Okay? Let me see if that's all I had on that subject. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, this guy Muhammad doesn't know, Farrakhan, trying to compare and say that they all one and the same, Elijah, Muhammad, and Yahawashi. Man, get out of here, man. Alright? This is that BS that Isaiah the 34th chapter warns against. Don't take anything else and try to compare it to this book. It won't match. You can't make nothing to this book. You can't make nothing to the scriptures. Yahawashi is our king. That's not your fake ass Muhammad, man. Alright? Yahawashi didn't worship false gods. Okay? Yahawashi is in his truth. Understand that. He's a leader of us. Alright? He's coming back to redeem us. And you got these guys basically trying to spit on his name. And you got fellow Israelites that do the same thing. Okay? And they know who they are, man. Alright? These fellow Israelites, man. Calling on Christ. Calling on Jesus. Saying that you don't have to worship Yahawashi Hamashiach. Right? And you're going to feel the wrath. You're going to feel it, man. Very soon. Alright? And hey, we pray that it's hastened. But we can't hasten Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It's because we not in control. We don't have that power. We got to sit here and wait as slaves. The servant is not greater than the master. We going through what Yahawashi went through as slaves. Alright? Anybody in this country, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that's in Babylon under this beast system, you don't believe you're a slave, you need to really examine yourself. Examine your taxes, examine your bills, your water bill, your electricity bill, your gas bill. Examine your car note, your registration. Examine all of that, brothers and sisters, and you will see we are paying tribute to a nation, a wicked nation that has us trapped, man, and caught up. And you got these guys, alright, Farrakhan, that will not teach you anything that's beneficial to you because he's unprofitable to you, making him a false prophet. So with that being said, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us his truth. Shalawam to the hopeful elect. Shalawam as always, Kwam Yasharahla, Abad, Babal.